There's a moment every cat parent remembers. Maybe it was the first time your cat fell asleep on your chest, their tiny paws tucked under their chin, purring so softly it felt like a secret shared between just the two of you. Or perhaps it was that morning when you woke up to find them sleeping pressed against your back, having chosen your warmth over their favorite sunny spot by the window. These moments aren't just cute coincidences. They're profound declarations of trust from creatures who, by nature, are incredibly selective about who they let into their inner circle. Cats have survived thousands of years by being cautious, independent, and wonderfully mysterious. Unlike dogs, who often wear their hearts on their sleeves, cats are much more discerning about when and how they show their deepest affections. This makes their gestures of trust all the more precious and meaningful. When a cat truly trusts you, they don't just tolerate your presence. They invite you into their world in ways that will absolutely melt your heart. Today, we're going to explore 10 beautiful, heartwarming behaviors that cats display only when they feel completely safe and deeply bonded with their humans. Some of these might surprise you, others might make you realize that your cat has been saying, "I love you," in ways you never fully understood. By the end of this video, you'll have a deeper appreciation for the incredible trust your feline friend has placed in you, and you might just find yourself looking at your cat's everyday actions through an entirely new lens. The slow blink kiss. Let's start with one of the most tender and unmistakable signs of feline trust: the slow blink. You know that moment when your cat looks directly at you and slowly closes their eyes, almost as if they're savoring the sight of you? This isn't sleepiness or boredom. This is your cat giving you what many call a cat kiss, and it's one of the most beautiful expressions of love in the feline world. When cats slow blink at you, they're doing something that goes against every survival instinct they have. In the wild, closing your eyes in front of another creature is incredibly vulnerable. It means you trust them completely, that you feel so safe in their presence that you're willing to let your guard down entirely. Your cat is essentially saying, "I trust you so much that I'm comfortable being defenseless around you." The magic doesn't stop there. If you slow blink back at your cat, you're speaking their language. You're telling them that you feel the same way, that you trust them just as deeply. Many cat parents discover that this becomes a daily ritual, a quiet conversation of love that needs no words. There's something profoundly moving about this exchange, this mutual acknowledgement of trust and affection that transcends species. The vulnerable sleep positions. Sleep is when we're at our most vulnerable, and cats know this instinctively. A cat who trusts you deeply will sleep in positions and places that would be impossible if they felt even the slightest bit threatened. When your cat sleeps on their back with their belly exposed, they're showing you the ultimate sign of trust. The belly is a cat's most vulnerable area, containing all their vital organs, and exposing it means they believe without question that you'll keep them safe. But it goes beyond just sleeping on their backs. Cats who trust you will sleep pressed against you, using your body as their security blanket. They'll drape themselves across your lap while you work, sleep curled up against your legs, or even stretch out along your arm while you're trying to read. They're not just seeking warmth, though that's certainly a bonus. They're choosing to be vulnerable with you. Some cats will even sleep in precarious positions when they're near their trusted humans. You might find your cat sleeping half hanging off the couch, or in some impossible pretzel-like position that looks uncomfortable but apparently feels perfectly safe to them. They can sleep this way because they know you're there, watching over them, and they trust that you'll alert them to any danger. The head bumps and cheek rubs. When your cat approaches you and gently bumps their head against yours, or rubs their cheek against your face or hand, they're doing something incredibly special. This behavior, called bunting, is how cats mark their family members with their scent. But it's so much more than just marking territory. It's a profound act of inclusion and affection. Cats have scent glands in their cheeks, forehead, and chin, and when they rub these areas against you, they're essentially saying, "You belong to my family." They're mixing their scent with yours, creating a shared family scent that makes them feel secure and bonded. This is why cats often rub against your face first thing in the morning, or when you come home. They're refreshing that family bond, making sure you still smell like you belong together. The head bump, in particular, is special because cats reserve this for their most trusted companions. It's a greeting that says, "I missed you, I'm happy you're here, and you're safe with me." There's something incredibly touching about a cat who runs to greet you with a gentle head bump, especially when you consider that this is behavior they typically reserve for their mothers and closest feline friends. The gift-bringing ritual. Now, not everyone appreciates this next sign of trust, but it's important to understand what's really happening when your cat brings you a gift. Whether it's a toy mouse at 3 in the morning, a leaf they found particularly interesting, or, yes, even that unfortunate bird or rodent, your cat is showing you profound trust and affection. In the wild, cats bring food back to their family group to share. When your indoor cat brings you their toys, they're following this same instinct. They're saying, "You're part of my family and I want to provide for you." Even if the gift is something you'd rather not receive, the intention behind it is pure love and trust. Cats who bring gifts are cats who see their humans as family members who need to be cared for. They've noticed that you don't seem to hunt for yourself, and in their minds, you clearly need their help to survive. It's actually quite touching when you think about it this way. Your cat is trying to take care of you in the most fundamental way they know how. The belly display and invitation. We touched on belly exposure during sleep, but there's another kind of belly display that's equally meaningful. The active belly presentation. This is when your cat rolls over in front of you, exposing their belly while they're awake and alert. They might stretch their paws up toward you or even grab at your hands gently. This behavior is often misunderstood. Many people assume it's an invitation to rub the belly, and while some cats do enjoy belly rubs, for others it's more of a display of trust than an invitation to touch. The key is reading your individual cat's body language and respecting their boundaries. What makes this behavior so special is that your cat is showing you their most vulnerable area while they're conscious and aware. They're essentially saying, "I trust you so completely that I'm willing to be in this vulnerable position with you." Some cats will do little bicycle movements with their back legs while showing their belly, which is a holdover from kittenhood when they would knead their mother's belly while nursing. The kneading ritual. Speaking of kneading, this is one of the most heartwarming behaviors cats display when they trust you deeply. When your cat settles on your lap and begins that rhythmic pressing and releasing with their paws, often accompanied by purring, they're reverting to their kitten behaviors. This is what they did with their mother when they were nursing, and doing it with you means they see you as a source of comfort and security. The fact that adult cats continue to knead their trusted humans shows just how deep this behavior goes. They're not just remembering being kittens. They're actively feeling that same sense of safety and contentment they felt with their mother. Some cats will even suckle on fabric or clothing while kneading, which further emphasizes how comforted and secure they feel. There's something incredibly moving about being chosen as worthy of this behavior. Your cat is essentially telling you that you make them feel as safe and loved as their mother did. In the cat world, there's no higher compliment. The following and shadowing behavior. Cats who deeply trust their humans often become their shadows. Not in a clingy, insecure way, but in a companionable, "I want to be where you are" way. These are the cats who follow you from room to room, not necessarily demanding attention, but simply wanting to be in your vicinity. This behavior stems from their natural tendency to stick close to their family group. In the wild, cats who trust each other will often be found resting near each other, not necessarily interacting, but choosing to share space. When your cat follows you around the house, they're treating you like their family group, wanting to be close to you for the comfort and security your presence provides. Some cats will position themselves so they can see you even when they're not in the same room. You might notice your cat lying in the hallway where they can see into both the living room and kitchen, or positioning themselves at the top of the stairs where they have a good view of the main floor. They're not being demanding, they're simply choosing to stay connected to you throughout the day. The chittering and special vocalizations. Many cats develop special vocalizations that they use only with their most trusted humans. These might be soft chirping sounds, unique meows, or that adorable chittering sound they make when they see birds. When these sounds are directed at you, your cat is using their family voice, sounds they reserve for intimate communication. Some cats will have entire conversations with their trusted humans, responding to your voice with their own unique sounds. This back-and-forth vocalization is a sign that your cat sees you as someone worth communicating with, someone who understands and responds to their needs. The chittering behavior is particularly special because it's often associated with excitement and anticipation. When your cat chitters at you, they might be expressing excitement about your presence, anticipation of something good happening, or simply the joy they feel in your company. The grooming gesture. When a cat licks you, they're giving you one of the highest honors in the feline world. Cats groom each other to show affection, establish social bonds, and maintain group cohesion. When your cat licks your hair, your hands, or even your face, they're treating you like a family member. This behavior is especially meaningful because cats are naturally very clean animals who are selective about what they put in their mouths. The fact that they're willing to groom you shows not only trust but genuine affection. They're trying to take care of you the way they would take care of a beloved family member. Some cats will even try to groom their human's hair, especially if you've been lying down or if your hair is within reach. This is the same behavior they would show toward their kittens or close feline companions. It's their way of saying, "You're family, and family takes care of each other." The ultimate trust, showing you their routine. Perhaps one of the most subtle but meaningful signs of trust is when your cat includes you in their daily routines. This might mean coming to get you when it's mealtime, leading you to their favorite sleeping spot, or showing you their favorite hiding places around the house. Cats who trust you deeply will share their secret worlds with you. They might lead you to the sunny spot where they like to nap, show you the window where they watch birds, or even bring you to their favorite hiding spot under the bed. This is incredibly significant because cats typically keep their safe spaces and routines private. When your cat meows at you to follow them, they're inviting you into their daily experience. They want to share their world with you, to include you in the things that make them happy and comfortable. This level of inclusion is reserved for family members, those they trust completely and want to be close to. Emotional connection. These behaviors might seem simple on the surface, but when you really think about what they represent, they're incredibly profound. Every cat parent has those moments when they suddenly realize just how much their cat trusts them. Maybe it's the first time your rescued cat, who was once afraid of everything, falls asleep in your arms. Maybe it's the moment you realize your cat has been following you around all day, not because they want something, but simply because they want to be near you. There's something deeply humbling about earning a cat's trust. Unlike dogs, who often trust freely and enthusiastically, cats make you work for it. They observe you, test you, and slowly decide whether you're worthy of their deepest affections. When they finally decide that you are, the behaviors we've discussed become their way of saying, "You've passed the test. You're family now." For those of us who share our lives with cats, these moments of trust are precious beyond measure. They remind us that we've been chosen, that this independent, beautiful creature has decided we're worth their love and vulnerability. In a world that can often feel disconnected and impersonal, the trust of a cat is a reminder of the deep bonds that are still possible between different species, between different hearts. Conclusion. The trust of a cat is never given lightly, and it's never taken for granted by those who truly understand these remarkable creatures. When your cat slow blinks at you from across the room, when they choose to sleep pressed against your side, when they bring you their treasured toys or follow you from room to room, they're offering you something incredibly precious, their complete faith in your goodness. These 10 behaviors we've explored today are more than just cute cat quirks. They're a language of love, spoken by creatures who choose their words carefully and mean everything they say. Understanding this language deepens our relationships with our feline friends and helps us appreciate the profound gift of their trust. The next time your cat displays any of these behaviors, take a moment to really absorb what's happening. You're witnessing love in its purest form. Love that asks for nothing more than your presence, your kindness, and your understanding. You're seeing trust that has been carefully built over time, tested through daily interactions, and found to be worthy. If this exploration of feline trust has resonated with you, if it's helped you understand your own cat's expressions of love a little better, or if it simply reminded you of the incredible privilege it is to be trusted by a cat. I'd love to hear about your experiences. The bond between humans and cats is one of the most beautiful relationships in the world, and every story of trust and love adds to that beautiful tapestry. Please consider sharing this video with fellow cat lovers who might enjoy understanding their feline friends a little better. And if you'd like to continue exploring the wonderful world of cats together, subscribing to our channel means we can keep discovering these beautiful moments of connection that make sharing our lives with cats such an extraordinary experience.